Hey. Okay, so we got Paul Lohr here, senior architect on the team. Paul, what are we going to do on the One Breath series today?
How you doing, Jeff? Today we're going to talk about forced merge. Forced merge is an action that you want to take when you find a user finds two records that or two entities that should be merged together, but we just don't have enough information in Senzing to do it. This is an example right here. I have Robert Smith here. It has this entity has two records in it. It has a mailing address and a name and some other information, phone numbers, things like that. Here I have a Robert Smith that just has an email address. I've done some research and I know these belong together. What I want to do is called a forced merge to push them together manually. To do that, let's start by first taking a look at the entity itself inside of our EDA tooling, which is available when you do a load, and it helps you kind of understand and dive into the data. And the first thing we'll do is do a search for the same thing, Robert Smith. And you see I have the same three entities that I had in our open sourced UI tooling that I showed there at the beginning. And what I want to do is I want to merge together this 50001 and this 5 entity. To do that, we may want to first do a Y and look at this 5000001 and 5. I have one too many zeros here. This shows us we've matched on name, very close match, but I have an email in this record, no email in this record. And that's the only information. So like I said, I've done some other research and I know that they belong together. So to do that, I use what's called a forced merge. Forced merge is where we take what we call a trusted ID, we assign it a unique number, and then we assign the type to it, a forced merge. I also have the data that
now, which part of this are we going to have me hold my breath? The one breath is, what are we going to do in one, which part of this is the one breath? Because I know it's coming up, I'm preparing myself.
I'm about to show you here.
Okay.
So this is, explain the last thing here. We have the original data that I put in for those two records, and this is what I want to force merge. Okay, Jeff, I'll give you a countdown in 3,
Okay.
2.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to take a countdown time. Let me get over here.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert that trusted ID here into these records. And then we'll save that. And then I am going to run the G2 loader and load the file I just edited into Senzing. And that's it, Jeff.
Go ahead and try to pull it up with search while I'm still holding my breath.
And we now have only 2 entities versus 3, and we can see now that the 2 watch list records plus the customer record, those 3 records are all within one entity. And I'll take a look at the how on entity 5.
Okay, that's enough. I'm an overachiever. That was only a minute, but
I was going to see how far we can get.
Yeah, that's funny. Let's load it like 10,000 records. You'll full audit. Hey, that's awesome. The thing about that, just for the viewer on this, is we've made it really easy to force records together and force records apart. As a developer, you're going to build this into your workflow. You'll have your own screen, whether you're a user in your GUI will pick two records any which way you want graphically. It's going to create those JSON records and send them into Senzing, and it's going to force records together or apart, so you can control your future. Did you have anything else there, Paul?
No, that's excellent. And same thing works in reverse. If I want to take two records that Senzing has put together, and you know for a fact that they are different, we can force unmerge those as well, doing the same thing.
Thanks. We'll save that for another one breath. Okay. Thanks, Paul. Peace out. Bye,
Jeff.
Thanks.